Hi YouTubers, welcome back to Let's Homestead Instead. I'm about to make a bone beef broth and I decided to show you what I'm going to do. I've already made one, but I'm going to make another batch. So this is what I got. I got my bones, stock pot, I got my vegetables. I got four parts onion, 1 part celery, 1 part carrot, and I guess what they call it, it's traditional mirepoix. I think I'm pronouncing that right. So I'm just going to add the ingredients. First I'm going to put in the apple cider vinegar, and I'm going to let this soak with my bones and water.
Okay, are you not even measuring?
No.
Okay.
About half the bottle. What the apple cider vinegar is going to do is going to leach the minerals out of the bones before we start to boil it. So I'm going to prepare the rest. The carrots, I'm just going to cut them up. The rest of them up.
And what's over here?
That is tallow, tallow from the last bone beef broth. We skimmed it off the surface after it cooled, and that's what we have. And we can make some different things out of that. We could use it for cooking. We can make candles. We could. There's other uses for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quarter the onions.
And over here we have fat from that same beef that has been cut around the kidneys, and apparently it's really it's like the best fat to make the beef tallow, because then you can use that fat to cook, and it becomes a nice clean fat to cook with. You can also make soap, I believe, out of it, right, Scott?
That's right.
So, okay.
What we're going to do with the beef broth, instead of adding a bunch of vegetables to it, we're just going to drink it like a fine soup. And we could use it in other cooking, in some other dishes that we're cooking.
And this is really good on phase 1 of the GAPS diet, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Phase 1 of the GAPS diet. It's healing your gut, and that's what we're trying to accomplish.
We haven't really gotten into any introductory phases, but we're following the full GAPS for now to tweak all the recipes and see if we're happy on it first, right?
That's right. As soon as, right now, we spent a little time on it, and totally satisfied. It's not like a real diet as far as I'm concerned. It's more like just normal eating, except for we're not eating any breads or any
starches,
pasteurized products or starches, grains. Completely cut that out of the diet, and we're working solely with fruits, vegetables, and meats.
Mm-hmm. But we're not starving. We're actually doing pretty well. I think I'm satisfied so far.
You drink 1 cup of that bone broth, and you'll definitely will not be hungry for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's very filling
and very healing. It's
very.
Apparently you have to go through the broth and meat stock process in order to heal and seal the gut.
And I'm going to add some fresh parsley to this one too, just to add a different flavor. You could pretty much add whatever you would like to it, fresh herbs. And I'm just going to add about a handful of parsley.
Oh, and what other thing is important when it comes to the fruits and vegetables when you're doing GAPS?
Well, everything's organic. All the sources of meats, vegetables, fruit are as organic as you could possibly find, and I know it's hard to find and source out all this this wonderful food, but as soon as you get used to sourcing them out and know where you're getting it, well, it becomes much easier. So until we'll wait about an hour, and then I'll put the pot on to boil.
All right.
Okay, so it's been 45 minutes of soaking with the apple cider vinegar, and now I'm going to put my mirepoix and my parsley in with it, and I'm going to put it over on the stove, on the wood stove.
And how long is it gonna simmer for?
I'll let it simmer for 24 hours, anywhere past that. As soon as the bones start to get soft, then I'll know it's ready.
Last time we let it simmer for like 48 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very good.
Yes.
So.
It's very strong.
All right.
Okay, so now we're going to be making some beef tallow with the fat that is actually found around the kidneys of the beef, and it is called suet in its raw state, and then once it's rendered it will be called tallow. Okay, so going on about why we would be doing or making tallow. Of course we're using grass-fed meat product here, free-range and healthy cows that have not been injected with any antibiotics or any other unnatural substance, and so it's very high nutrient rich fat. It's got a high heat frying and cooking point. Of course it's got a delicious flavor. It's a great source of saturated fats. It's great for your skin. It helps you strengthen your immune system, your bones. It's high in vitamin A and D. It helps you burn fat. So no, this fat will not make you fat. It will help burn fat. It protects you from heart disease and cancer. It's antiviral, antibacterial, and it protects your liver. So lots and lots of reasons why you should be eating animal fats. And this used to be contradicted not too long ago. For the past 40 years, I mean, we've been hearing from our government that we should reduce fat, and all these products went up on the market about how we should be eating, you know, skim milk and low-fat cheeses, low-fat this and that. Well, that turns out to be absolutely false, and the proof in that is people getting sick younger and younger. Good fats are good for you, like coconut oil and butter and ghee and duck fat and goose fat. Now, before you go and comment and say how this looks scary, it could be dangerous for your heart or whatnot, I invite you to go and research this and go and find out what's being said about fats, animal fats or any other kind of fats versus
okay,
low
next
fat.
step, but to put a half a cup of water in, and we're going to turn on the heat, and I'm going to put some in, and we'll just get her going and sizzle some up.
And for how long?
We'll keep stirring it every 15 minutes and adding to it.
So as the suet just kind of melts down, you add and you add.
That's correct.
Okay. All right, so once all the fat is all melted down, then you strain it with a very fine mesh so that it stays nice and clean. And then you have some nice organic natural tallow. The beef tallow contains vitamin K2. I have to read this at the same time. B6, B12, selenium, iron, phosphorus, potassium, and riboflavin, if I'm saying that right, because I'm French. There's a lot of health benefits to beef tallow. And the one thing you're not going to see on the video is that once it's been rendered and that you've, collected all your nice tallow, it becomes like a nice liquid like you see at the end of the video, and then it turns white when it cools down. and it's a little harder, so you could just like scoop it out to cook or to put in your soups or even like a spread. And then there's these little cracklings that are left over, and I forgot to mention this. They call them cracklings, beef tallow cracklings, I guess, and you can actually eat them like a snack, and they're really good. Now, I really had to go and research again and see, okay, how much fat can I eat here, because I'm not used to this. And apparently it's healthy for you. I mean, you know, everything in moderation, of course. But I mean, a little handful of these and you're full, like you're satisfied. You don't feel like snacking anymore. So they also say that you can give them to your dogs, your chickens, even the cats like them. And so I sprinkled them on salad, and yeah, I think they're awesome.
So we just finished putting the bone broth in the jars, and right now there's a definite difference in color. I used white apple cider vinegar instead of red wine vinegar, and the color is definitely different. It tastes just as good. I didn't let it reduce as much as the last one. So
we're going to be making more beef tallow. However, we have made some for a little while now. But do your research, you know, don't just believe what I say. Do as I did. Go online and research and find out about beef tallow. Next thing we're probably going to be making with the tallow is either some soap or candles. Okay, take care, guys.